Stream. I'll let you know when it goes live. Just a sec here, Tom.
That's great.
We got a countdown. We got a stream. It looks like. Hey, Craig, you got a live stream down there? Okay, thanks. Okay, let's see. We are live. This is MOX News Call-In Show number 2. I don't know what happened there. We had some kind of issue. My roommate, who's like an internet security guy, he's saying that it seems awfully coincidental that we do a live show and the modem takes a shit. So who knows? Maybe the trolls are zeroing in. But let's see. The live number should be on the title there. If you guys want to call in, it's 805 MOX News, and my name's Mike. I'm your host, and I have Tom on the phone live already. Tom called just a second ago. Tom, how are you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm doing great. Great. Mox, yeah, I've been a big fan for a while. I'm calling from Florida, and I just, saw your show topic that you're picking was that sexual harassment, and I guess I had a couple of comments about that because it's been big in the news lately. And then,
well, let me ask you a question, Tom. Do you think that MOX News is of value to this community?
Yeah, actually, that was the second topic I was going to mention.
All right, well, then we'll come to it in a minute when you get to it. Let's go back to your first topic, and let me ask you another question. Have you ever felt that you were sexually harassed?
I don't believe I have been, or anything that would be like legally where I'd have to sue someone, but I think I've heard of and like a long time ago when I was in high school, I remember this one girl, she was pulled over by the cops, and like they were pretty much soliciting favors for getting away with the ticket and stuff like that. But so the closest experience I ever had was, third party having a friend that say they had. So I know it happens. That's kind of a he said, she said type situation.
So
that's great. Yeah, go ahead.
I used to work at this steakhouse. I waited tables for about 20 years, and I used to work at this really nice steakhouse, and there was this waitress there. Well, it would get really busy, and I don't know if you've ever waited tables or not, but there's a lot of stuff to do, and you're kind of running every direction, and people are all kind of pulling you other directions, and one of the worst things that would happen would be you'd be in the middle of this big rush, and somebody would order a dessert, and the dessert would be an ice cream sundae, right? And the ice cream sundae was in like one of those freezers where you had like a flip lid. It's like a waist-high freezer and had a flip lid, and you'd reach down into the ice cream. It had like 5-gallon ice cream containers down there, and so I'd be in the middle of this like rushed, like trying to get everything done, losing my mind, and somebody would order an ice cream and have to go, and it'd be like this rock hard vanilla ice cream, like that was just like, it was a good freezer, and good ice cream, and you go to hit it, and it was just like, and it's just like the biggest pain in the ass in the world, and you'd be doing this, and you're trying to scrape enough ice cream to get a sundae out of, and you'd be bent over, and there was this girl that worked there, and she was like Miss America Beauty Queen Beautiful. She would hostess sometimes, and she would wear like these gowns that were like all the way down to the floor, and she just looked like she was walking down a model runway, And but I'd be like in the middle of this like nightmare situation, and I'd be scooping ice cream, and all of a sudden I'd feel somebody grabbing my ass, and I'd be like, I'd stand straight up in the air, like my eyes like wide open, like, hey. And I'd look, and there she'd be smiling, you know? And it was really nice thing. And I didn't ever feel like I was being sexually harassed. It was like I was in the middle of like anger, bitchy, 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 and she just all of a sudden completely changed that. And and I was always really, really grateful that she did that. Actually. So do you
Yeah,
think?
now if
Do you
you
think?
found out she was like some kind of trans person or something, you might not like it as much, I guess, would you?
Um, no, I adored her, and if it was a guy doing it, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But I mean, if I found out that she was a dude, I don't think it would bother me that much because I adored her. Like I said, she was gorgeous, and I'm telling you right now, I can tell the difference between a guy and a dude, and I don't care how much a guy and a chick, and I don't care how much surgery they've had. So.
No, I mean, that wouldn't be harassment. I think yeah, you're right. Like when people, I bet there's going to be copycat. Some people are going to claim harassment nowadays because it seems almost like it's the latest fad or something like that. But at the same time, there's a lot of people reporting things that they, kept silent about for the same years. So it's a balance, and that's why we have the courts to determine what's real and what's authentic and what's just made up stories and stuff
What,
like that.
what did you want to talk about sexual harassment?
Well, it's been in the news a lot, with like Hollywood and stuff like that lately. And the thing that kind of sticks out to me is that, has this been happening a long time, or is it just that, we're in this internet society now, kind of similar to like the police misconduct a couple years ago, where like every single day you'd hear about a new story and it'd be caught live on a tape and stuff like that. And so I think it's kind of a good thing. And the next shoe to fall, I think, is going to be, it kind of reminds me of whistleblowing. There's going to be a lot more whistleblowers in society. To me, it's the elites falling. The regular person, who's not afraid to stand up anymore and report this kind of abuse or report what's wrong. And it's also about momentum, just a regular person building up momentum, it's like the ants versus, like that movie Ants, like where just the regular people are going to start reporting all this stuff, and the people who think they're all high and mighty and are invincible and that the law can't touch them, they're going to start to get touched back, but touched by the gavel of the law. And so that's what I'm hoping comes out of all of this, where people aren't afraid to report, whether it's sexual harassment or whether it's top secret things in the government and stuff like that. And yeah.
Well, I think that we need more transparency, and I don't like the idea of people jumping to the police. You know what I mean? I think that because I see so much police state everywhere, and it's like you say, oh, people are going to start reporting people and things, and I don't want them saying, oh, there's people on the corner smoking pot and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like because people jump to want to, like I did something about it, and I don't think if there's people causing an issue, if someone's taking advantage of someone else, you have to fucking poke them in the eye. And if it's calling the cops, then call the cops. But I mean, what I recommend is you bloody their fucking lip. And then when they go in public, everybody's gonna ask, oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? And you know what happened? You were a fucking piece of shit and somebody called you on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, people can almost be guilty until proven innocent by the court of public opinion too, and that's unfortunate. To see people who are actually innocent, and that's another big trend nowadays. It seems like is those people that are, have getting their houses raided and stuff like that over, just BS. Like someone, I forgot what it's called, but it happens to a lot of YouTubers too.
Yeah, I hear gamers were doing it to each other and stuff. They were they call it swatting, where they
swatting,
yeah,
right.
where they say that there's like a hostage situation going on or something like that.
Yep. So I think there's got to be consequences if you falsely accuse someone big time as well. I mean, some people like that need to be examples as well. So yeah, you got to have that balance for sure.
I agree. I think there's this out of control power thing with the elites, and that they've just gone to a horrible, like no one's ever going to catch us. Like this stuff with Hillary. We all know Hillary is incredibly crooked, and that she's done all these horrible things. And it's not just her, but it's all the Congress. It seems like, you know. I mean, there's got to be a couple of good people in there, but I mean, and we just don't have all, you know, the history, the public history with Trump or whatever. But uh, and the thing about Trump is all the time that he was being a slime ball and doing whatever it was he's done for the last 30 years, he wasn't holding himself up as a public servant, you know, who was trying to do right by the world. You know what I mean? He was just this guy who was, you know, a billionaire playboy wannabe dude, you know.
Well, the thing about Trump is, if you know, it's kind of like Obama. There was a pre-election Obama who promised, you know, to be a civil, you know, to be a constitutional scholar, and then there's the Obama who became elected, and it was George Bush Part 2.
Right.
And actually,
Thank you.
If I look at it, go ahead.
Thank you. That was you're
and,
exactly
and
right. Obama was George Bush Part 2. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how Trump's going to turn out, but if you look at tapes of Trump from like 10, 15 years ago, you know, he used to be the type of person who would support Jesse Ventura as an independent governor from Minnesota.
He was the kind of guy who would support another investigation into what happened on September 11th.
That's true. That's true. And he wanted to get out of the Middle East. And there's a couple other things. He wanted to get rid of the drug war. He wanted Medicare for all. I mean, so
yeah, exactly. I mean, freedom.
Yeah.
So you think that this is? What do you think of this live show stuff? Do you think that this is a good thing?
Mox, I think, and if you don't mind if I call you Mox, because that's kind of your name brand, but I mean, I've been watching your channel since you had the original C-SPAN Junkie channel probably about 8 years ago or something, but I really wanted to come on here and, you know, I've seen some people in the comments say things like, you know, you're just ripping off, you know, streams from other channels and stuff like that, and I really have a comment about that. I mean, no matter, I think what you do is very valuable work. I mean, just the titles that you put onto your videos, you know, whether it's called Roy Moore's Attorney Demands Access to, you know, yearbook for yearbook analysis, whatever titles that you put on there, the title that you just, granted, you do take a lot of clips from like MSNBC, CBS, etc., and then what you do is you put a title to it, and you only usually take like 5, you know, minute clips and stuff like that. What you're doing is absolutely no different than what the New York Times does, what CBS, MSNBC, Fox News, all of them do themselves. Like all of those news channels, all they do is take reports from the Associated Press and these other news wires, and then they just kind of put their own spin on it. And so what you're doing is you're taking their spin off of the newswire spin, and then with the title yourself, that's kind of a commentary that you're putting on it. I mean, I do see that you try to have objective titles, but most of your clips are so short that, you know, I mean, you could put like a 10-minute clip. I mean, I'm sorry, a 10-second intro before. I mean, any news channel that I watch, whether it's the Young Turks or, you know, Alex Jones or whatever it is nowadays, I mean, that's all they do. They report on a story that's getting popular. They play a couple of clips from MSNBC or Fox or whatever, and then they put their spin on it. So, you know, so what I think you do is very, very valuable. You know, when there's big news coming on, I go to MOX News because I know I'm not going to get like a bunch of junk and stuff. I check it every other day almost just to make sure there hasn't been some kind of terrorist attack or the economy, stock market hasn't fallen, or just, you know, so I'm not hiding in a cave somewhere. So again, what I think you do is so valuable. It keeps a lot of people up to date, and it's very valuable. So you're doing the same thing that they're doing, and no one should be able to call you out for what you're doing. And yes, I think if you expand into some of your commentaries as well as some live shows, that'd be great.
Right on, Tom. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it. Alex Jones, he used to link a bunch of videos that I would post when I was C-SPAN Junkie and Voters Think. He would link videos every day from those pages, and Huffington Post and all those people, and the Young Turks, and he's never donated. He's never said, "Hey, thanks for all the help with that you pitched in on. Thanks for all the people you helped me bring awareness to." Nothing like that. He makes plenty of money. It would be so easy for him to sign up for $5, and then I could brag, "Hey, Alex Jones gives me $5 every month." And that's the thing, is that you guys who do that are the greatest. I don't call you freeloaders. I don't call you sheep. I don't look at you and say you're asleep. I always said what makes Mox News of value is you guys, is that your input, and I've honestly believed that, So, and the only thing that will make Mox News strong is you guys, your input. You're going, you know what? I do want Mox here in 2018, and I'm going to contribute. Hey Tom, thanks a bunch for calling, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I can tell that you're very objective too. I mean, a lot of the stories, what you have is like a collage of history at any given moment in time, and
I've often felt that I'm making a collage. It's like this ongoing collage of Western civilization and the and the destruction of it.
Yeah, more power to you. Keep up the good work. And you have articles that are on all sides of the political spectrum. I mean, you can tell you're not favoring one side or another. You're letting the viewers decide. It's kind of C-Spanish in that sense. So,
that's the person that you, and that's the kind of
I appreciate it.
That's the kind of person that you. I appreciate it too, Tom. Thanks a bunch. And that's the kind of person that you want to get your news from. Caller, hold on just a sec. You got to turn down the volume on your computer, and I'll be right with you. That's the kind of person you want to get your news from, is someone who comes at it from every angle, not just with their own agenda, And I mean, yeah, I have an agenda. My agenda is freedom. Your freedom. My agenda is the end of the police state. The police state you live in. And it doesn't matter what Western country you live in, because that's where we're at. It's fucking prison planet. Alex Jones saw it, 20 years ago. That's where we're at. Police state Earth. So, and I want to take it down. I want us to get our freedom back. I don't want the police looking at your 15-year-old daughter's text messages and photos. Every single one she takes with her phone. The cops can get any second of any day. So you know. And I don't want it. I don't want it that way. 17 donations. That's right. 17 donations so far out of 79,000 subscribers. You nailed it, Jackie. Jake, you the man. Okay, so what? Okay, the phone lines are open. 805. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought we were losing it again there. Is it going okay? Can you guys hear everything? That Tom came through okay, right? You guys could hear Tom talking okay? Love the channel. Hey, love you back. So 805 Mox News talking about sexual harassment. Did you guys hear the story about me having my ass grabbed? Huh? Did you? Did you guys watch the It's Not What You Said? Hey, look at that. We got a caller. Caller, you got to turn down the volume on your computer. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello. Who's
Hold on
this?
1 second. We have a call for you from a Supreme Leader of North Korea. Stand by, please. Please stand by.
Kim?
Please stand by. We're patching you through now.
Kim! Come on. Hey.
Hello?
Kim?
Is this a Moxie?
Hey, Kim!
It's
What's
a Moxie,
up?
a very big fan here. It's a Kim Jong-un from North Korea. Shout out to you and to the Dennis Rodman. I very much love him a long time. He's my basketball buddy.
Him and his pot coins, huh?
It's correct, Bitcoin. Yes, it's a good. It's a Bitcoin on the steroid for the marijuana. So I have to tell you, there's some special thing going on right now, and maybe you should know. North Korea is issued death sentence for President Trump because he insulted me. You know this? You see, it's running live in your website, America. So
You gotta be like a duck, Kim. You gotta let the water run off your back like a duck.
No, I see. This is not my decision. It's a decision of North Korea, the supreme leadership. The regime has run the newspaper as I say. He's a hideous criminal with a Korean dictator, very cruel for calling me short and fat.
Well, you know, you're not exactly Rodman, right?
That's so it's okay. The Rodman is a much a celebrity entertainer. I in charge of whole country. I eat what I want.
You eat what you want.
That's right.
I think that's
and I show you. I'm quoting for one more time from a North Korean newspaper. The editorial says there's a ruling party newspaper, Rodong Sinmun. This is real now, I'm not kidding. You look on Guardian.com, you find this.
Guardian.
Okay, so Sin focus anger on the top visit to South Korea this week, denounced North Korea cruel dictatorship. That's not true. The visit, we criticize him because he got to 5-nation visit, and he has skipped North Korea altogether.
He wanted to go to North Korea. That's what he said. I just talked to him on the phone a minute ago.
That is right. It's a right. All the time right. He's telling lies to you. Okay? He's just a liar. Big Trump liar.
He's.
Okay?
I think he might be a liar.
So what we have is the supreme leadership of all my buddies that I like. They say Trump is sentenced to be criminal. It's a hideous crime. And why he insult me? I'm not short and fat. I stylish. Very stylish. You see my suit? Very stylish.
That is an interesting suit you wear.
Freestyle.
It's much more stylish than a business casual. I'm sure of that.
See, he have a one hairstyle. My hairstyle change all time. And I have a many pair of glasses. I make 17 pair of glasses. Just like the ladies wear shoes, I have many glasses.
Well, so, Kim, isn't it bedtime where you're at?
Oh, no, it's the morning. We're just waking up here.
Don't you have concubines waiting?
It's the next day. We busy last night. I make a sexy time last night. Don't worry about my sexy life, Moxie. You worry about yours. Maybe you shave your beard. You get some sexy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. But look, I tell you, you don't come to DMZ, and that's very much insult. So we have one last final thing. Why would Kim Jong call me old? I tell you why I call him old. Because he is.
He's old, yeah. So is Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton and Nancy Pelosi and all the dinosaurs. They're all old.
See, maybe you get some new young people as a readership, and you understand, like me. We young, we hipsters, you know? In this country, we hipsters. Hipsters have a style. We got many style.
Okay.
That's what we bring in Dennis Rodman. Maybe someday we have a NKBA, North Korea Basketball Association.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Okay, you let go some more callers calling your show. It's good. We're listening, enjoying. Here
okay.
in North Korea. Only a web page allowed from YouTube is a MOX News.
Well, then can't go wrong. Thanks, Kim.
It's a worldwide. Bye now.
Bye. He's so much nicer than people give him credit for. He comes across as a regular guy. He's just upset that Donald's insulting him. Yes, I got my ass grabbed. We'll talk about it later. In private. Okay, so is there anyone... See, so I was wondering, you guys think I sexually harassed Ivanka Trump by saying she should come out with a line of yoga pants? I'm sorry. Kill me. Okay? I think I have a sense of humor. What? What is it you want from me? Huh? What? What do you... Just tell me what you want from me. Oh, okay. Let's talk about the Young Turks then. Okay? The Young Turks. Yeah, the Young Turks, when they used to use clips that I would post. I don't know if they still do or not. I never see any of their stuff anymore. But they used to use clips. Hold on. Hey, caller, this is MOX News. You're going to have to turn the volume down on your computer. Who's this? Hello?
It's Joshua from San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, San Antonio, what's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to know your opinion on DACA, man.
Oh, what about DACA?
Your opinion. Just your general opinion.
You know, I think anything where people that are immigrants are able to not live in hiding, it makes a safer community for everyone. So as long as you know what I'm saying. If you have to like hide from, if you're worried about getting stopped by the cops or whatever, then that puts everybody's life in a whole lot more danger. Of course, everybody's worried about getting stopped by the cops now, but you know what I mean. If you're worried that they're going to arrest you and throw you back to some other country, and you don't know when you're ever going to get out of jail again, that's a completely different matter. That's a completely different situation, and a lot of people will respond very differently to it.
Right.
So, what do you think about DACA?
I don't know, man. My opinion is, I don't know. I just want to get some. I'm actually writing an article in school. I want to get different opinions to come up with my own opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It's good to get opinions, as many opinions as you can. That's partially why I don't like to censor at MOX News, and I try and allow everybody to say what they feel needs to be said, because the more opinions we have, the clearer our understanding of the situation will be.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah. What's your name?
Man, just a big fan of your show, man. Not your show, but your channel. Eastman Junkie, been a fan since 2012. Keep it up, man.
Thanks very much. It'd be, I'm asking people for contributions, and there's a text link right below this video. Thanks for calling, because MOX News survives on you guys' donations, and it's been so slow. Hey, caller, you're gonna have to turn down the volume on your computer. Who's this? Hello? 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 Okay. I tried. Okay, so again, people keep saying, I've been watching you forever, and this is what I'm saying, you guys, is I've been doing this a long time. And I work really hard. I put in a lot of hours, years and years and years worth of hours. Hours a lot of times that were way more than what most people work in a week. A lot more. And it's all done on tips from you guys, on contributions, on donations. And the donations are trickle down to nothing, and it has to change, otherwise MOX News will never be able to survive. Right now, I need hard drive space. I'm out of hard drive. I told you guys on the last show that I need to order hard drives, and then I got caught up on the show and other stuff. Hey, Wilco. And I forgot to order the hard drives, and then the sale went off. And I was like kicking myself in the ass because the hard drives were on sale for $65. And I was like, and I'm looking and looking and looking. I couldn't find them again for anything less than $78. And I was like, fuck. And then they went on sale last night for $60 each. The ones that I always buy for like $75. And $60 each, but you got to buy 2 of them. So, and that's where I'm at. Video production takes an incredible amount of hard drive space, and I could just throw everything away after I captured all these hours of video and I dated them and have them all, stashed safely. I could just empty it. I could just delete them all to make space, but that would be stupid. if I'm going to keep doing what it is I do. Why don't you do Hangout? We're not there yet. You know, this live thing is brand new, and I'd love to do a Hangout and let you guys come in and be part of it with your own video streams, and we could all take bong rips together or whatever. I think that'd be super cool. I just, I'm not there yet. This is our second live call-in show, and I want to, you know, we're still putting it all together. I have backups of pretty much everything I've ever posted. All 60,000 videos that have been edited and uploaded to YouTube. I have all of them except for ones that may have gone bad from bad DVDs or bad CDs. And I also have a ton more stuff that never got posted. I'll grab chunks. I'll grab like 6 hours of C-SPAN, and then I'll look through it and not see anything that really screams this must be posted. And I'll go, well, there's no reason to waste this video. Someone might want it later and write me and say, hey, do you have C-SPAN video from this date? And I go, you bet I do. And that's another thing. I was talking about the Young Turks, right? And the Young Turks, they have used my video post in their production, in their videos that they make hundreds and hundreds of times. My post, they grab it. And I know it's my post because it's got my URL on it, which is why I put my URL on it, because a lot of people grab it and use it a lot of different places. And I like to be able to go, hey, look at that. We're on this page. Hey, look at that. We're on this page. Hey, look at that. We're in an anonymous video. That's pretty fucking cool. But Young Turks have used my work hundreds of times, you know, and when C-SPAN Junkie got taken down by YouTube and Google, the original page, C-SPAN Junkie got taken down, the Young Turks page had gotten taken down like a month earlier, and it was taken down for about a week or 10 days or so, and then they got it to be re-upped. And after the C-SPAN Junkie page got taken down, I wrote them and I was like, hey, I know you guys are a fan of C-SPAN Junkie, and I'm the one who runs that page, and I was wondering if you guys could tell me how it is that you were able to get your page back, because that archive of videos is invaluable to the world, and I really like to get it back. And they never wrote me back. I wrote them 3 times on 3 different places, and they never wrote me back. I guess they're big stars or something, or whatever, I don't know. And they've never contributed once. They know MOX News survives on donations, contributions, and tips, and never once. Hey caller, this is Mike. Hold on just a sec. Can you? All right, I guess that phone number works, huh? 805 MOX News. I guess it does work. Anyways, never once have they contributed. Used hundreds of videos. Huffington Post, hundreds and hundreds of my posts on their videos. Ariana Huffington sold her website for $300 million. Not once has she given me a Christmas bonus. Not once. Again, Alex Jones posted hundreds and hundreds of my posts. Never once has he kicked down. What is the deal with that? Vibes, thank you. I see your name in the donations, and I really appreciate it. You are fantastic. So thanks very much for all your help. You think this is a worthwhile endeavor, right? You guys, do you like this live thing? Should we do this live thing? Because I don't need this to be live, in order to sit here and scream at the camera. I can scream at the camera without you people. Hello, this is MOX News. How are you? Hello? Hello? I don't know what's happening with the phone. 805 MOX News. Call it. See if we can get an actual caller on here. How did I get 79,000 subscribers? Look at me. Just look at me. What do you mean, how did I get 79,000 subscribers? I don't know how I don't have 79 million subscribers. Because you know I love to travel. I cannot wait to get to the airport with my backpack. That is my favorite, Mitchell. Who's fucking with me? Mitchell loves me. Don't you, Mitchell? Tell him the truth. Tell him that you love me. Okay. Caller, you got to put your volume on your computer at mute. Hold on just a sec.
Recorded announcement from the current administration.
Oh, I don't want to record it announcement. Who keeps hanging up on me? Why do you keep hanging up on me? All right, let's see. Mitchell. Oh, okay. All right. I'm trying to do something here. Hello?
From the current administration.
My fellow Americans, it's time we stand united on our common goals. I promised when I came into office we would make America great again. Now is that time. I am appealing to you to stand up for America. In 3 months, we will start construction of our largest effort ever to secure our borders. I am calling on you to help us with this project. We will be taking donations at the conclusion of this call.
Hey, I'm taking donations now, buddy.
Donate a brick and make America great again. For $15, your brick will have a personalized dedication to yourself or a loved one, ensuring freedom and truth in America.
My bricks cost a lot more than $15.
Your brick will face the United States of America, so everyone on this side of the wall will see your personalized dedication. So now the prompted for our telephonic donation system. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for that, caller. Okay, hello. Hello.
The number 10 and for 100.
Okay, enough of you. All right. Hey, there's 30 people watching. Who wants to see me take a bong hit? Follow me and do exactly as you see. Hey. It's 8:05, MOX News. Lines are open. I'm just sitting here, naked. Okay, so, as I was saying, Young Turks never donated. Alex Jones never donated. Hello? 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 All right. Alex Jones never donated. Young Turks never donated. Ariana Huffington, $312 million. Can't kick down to fucking MOX News a penny. And I don't get it, you know. I mean, Michael Moore contacted C-SPAN Junkie and was like, or maybe it was MOX News, I'm not sure, and was like, hey, I was on C-SPAN and I didn't capture the video. I was on C-SPAN. I didn't capture the video. The people that I employ didn't capture the video. I was wondering, we see that you have it posted. Could you send us a copy of the video? And I said, sure, Mr. Moore, no problem. I'll be happy to do that for you. But MOX News survives solely on tips and donations. And do you think you could find it in your generous heart to send a little something our way? And Michael Moore never donated. This phone keeps ringing, and then when I pick it up, it's like a ring. It's like somebody called somebody or something. Okay, you're going to have to talk to me and then say, oh, I want to do a third-party call with you with somebody else, and we can do it that way. But I'm not going to just listen to the phone ringing. Okay, so talk to me if you want to talk to me. Caller, who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Who is it?
Who is this is?
Won't you go call your mama, your granddaddy, or somebody? Leave me the hell alone.
Hey, man, it's cool. I'm not bothering you.
Yes, you are.
I didn't
Call
do...
somebody else.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
Bye.
All right, so no more third-party bullshit. Don't be calling here with your little prank calls trying to get me to harass somebody you want to harass. It won't work. I'm too nice. I'm really not here to harass anybody, except for war profiteers and the most powerful people in the world, known as the King of the Trolls, for doing so for years on end. I don't mess with the small stuff.
That's who keeps calling you and hanging up.
Oh, well, who is it?
They got their number there. You can tell everybody, have everybody call them. And
No. I'm not that kind of troll. I don't mess with the small stuff.
But that's who keeps calling you back.
Yeah, I have the phone number. I know your phone number.
It could be, according to the internet search, it's someone in Phoenix, Arizona. Even
Phoenix.
Though it's a Florida number.
Could be Phoenix. But so I'm just trying to do the right thing. And there's people like the Young Turks who people look at me and they go, oh, well, I wish you were more like Cenk from the Young Turks and, you know, put on a tie and a coat. And you know what? Cenk went to my work over and over again to help make Cenk who he is today. Over and over and over again. And he may still do that. I don't know. And never once said thanks, MOX. Never once. So I don't want to be more like Cenk, and you shouldn't want more people like that in the world. So you know. Yeah.
Dude, I think we can get donations to put this on.
No, not right now. No, do it later.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, no, that's what I think is happening, right? You guys aren't donating because you're all waiting for like Christmas, and then on Christmas Day, you're all gonna wake up and go, let's give Mox News the best Christmas ever, right? That's what's happening. Making sure that Mox is strong in 2018 and making everything happen, you know, the best Christmas day ever for Mox. Is that what the plan is, guys? Because you're making me fucking crazy. I just want to buy a couple hard drives so I got enough space to end the year with. Hello? 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 Okay, is this the same person? I'm sorry, someone is doing this to me, is calling me, and then I guess they're calling you too. Is that correct? All right, well, I apologize. I'm not calling you. Someone's ringing my phone, and then it winds up you answering. So I apologize for that. It's some troll who's messing with us. Okay? Okay, you too. The person that you're messing with is a very nice person. I don't know why you want to mess with him. He doesn't get bitchy at me. He just says, okay, I hear what you're saying. You have a nice day. Why would you want to mess with a person like that? Call him in the middle of the night. With a crazy person on the other end. That's not very nice. You trolls. You trolls. All right, so we done here? I'm crazy. I'm crazy. You might say I'm crazy. Not me, man. Someone else is doing it. I thought I handled it pretty well. I was cordial with that guy. I really felt bad about the first phone call after I figured out what was going on there. All right, so we got 26 people. Should we continue, or are we done here? Let's see. We didn't talk a whole lot about sexual harassment. Hey, Jeff. Please don't call that old guy no more. Hello? Hey, hang on just a second. You got your volume turned down on your computer? I know, but you got to have the... oh, okay, good. Hold on just 1 second. Here you go. You're live on MOX News. Who is this?
This is Vladimir Putin calling.
Putin?
Vladimir Putin.
We are getting all the celebs tonight.
Yeah.
The most powerful men in the world call into MOX News. How you like me now?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of your show. You tell the truth. You tell the truth, man.
This is very nice of you, Vlad. May I call you Vlad?
Yes, you can.
Vlad, you are the man. You are like the coolest president of any president of all time.
Yes. I like riding my horse bare without the shirt. And I like to feel the nature. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that you're quite the kung fu guy.
Oh yes. Well, I was a wrestler. I was a wrestling champion in my high school.
But I hear that you're like a serious black belt. You practice every day.
Yes. Yes. I like to stay physically fit.
Yeah, that's a good plan, man.
Yeah.
It shows.
Mike, I want to tell you about my meeting with Mr. Donald Trump.
Well, I'd rather hear about your... Well, yeah, go ahead. That's probably pretty important.
Yes. We had a private talk, and you know what he told me?
What is that?
Yeah, he told me that the Earth is flat.
I've heard this. People talk about this online.
Yeah, I went to, and I didn't believe it myself. Then I went to the YouTube, and there's like a lot of videos saying the moon landing was a hoax. Earth is flat. There is no space. It's all NASA is just a freaking show. So
well, you must have the intelligence, the KGB intelligence on the moon landing. You'd know whether it's real or not. You guys have been to the moon, right?
No,
no.
It's not a planet. No, it's all a hoax.
So you do have the intelligence on it.
Oh yes. My Sputnik's flying over on top, and the Earth is flat, man. It's just a round piece of pizza. Wait, that's it. It's just the Earth is not a globe.
Well, cut me a big slice. I love it.
Yeah. So you tell your American friends. This is what it is. YouTube has a lot of channels. A lot of information. YouTube. Just type of flat Earth in the search engine, and it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos and people break it down.
So that's what you believe then? It's a flat Earth, and that there's no. So how do the satellites work? There's no satellites then?
Well, there might be some things flying over there, but I'm not sure they're satellites. It's just maybe balloons, weather balloons.
Drones.
Actual work is that not only the Earth is flat, but also we live under the dome called firmament. It's like a glass dome.
Oh, well, I can see that.
Yeah, so what they use the dishes to reflect the signal from the dome, and that's how they transfer the information.
Interesting. We'll have to look this all up.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, Vlad. Well, thanks for calling. Good to hear from you.
Okay, bye.
Check in anytime. Well, that's nice. I guess the most powerful man in the world call MOX News. Listen to MOX News. Watch MOX News.
Close that music for you if you want to play All My Friends Are Crazy to close the show.
And then, no. And then, no, I'm good, dude.
Okay, for you want to put you were singing.
No, I don't. I'm good. Thank you. So, um, so at least we got the show back up, and you know we didn't lose the. You can see that I didn't. I was worried that we were going to have an issue with the modem and it wasn't going to come back up, and that you guys might worry that somehow I got challenged on the phone, and because of that, I ran scared because of some troll or something. You know, trolls don't affect me at all. You guys should know this by now. Hello, hello, who's this? What's that?
Well, my name is Hank Hill.
Hey, Hank Hill. See, the most powerful man in the world. What did I tell you? How's the propane
Well,
business, Hank?
propane's pretty good. I like my duct tape and hammer and WD-40.
What can I do for you, Hank?
Well, I was wondering if you had any Alamo beer.
I don't drink beer, Hank.
Well, god dang it anyhow.
I got a fat dab,
Two people whacking off in the back of my woodshed, and
like spider
I was wondering
monkeys.
if you've seen them.
Big head guys.
Well, I don't know.
All right, Hank. Well, thanks for calling, man. It's good to hear from you. All right, you guys. So I am my transsexual lover. I don't have a transsexual lover. Damn it, Bobby. Binary? I'm not sure what that means. Binary lover. Yeah, I need more information on that one. Hello? Hello? You'll have to speak up, caller. You want to go live on MOX News? Okay, can you speak up a little louder? No? Well, I'm going to have to get a better phone, I guess, because that person didn't want to speak up. And the people, guys, and, you know, you would think that Vladimir Putin would be a little bit more projecting with his voice, you know what I mean? And Trump, I'm pretty sure Trump knows how to enunciate like a little more forcefully than these guys on the phone. So you may be right, Dean. Hello? Hello? Hello, who's this? Wilco? Hey, you want to go live, Wilco?
No.
All right, this is Wilco, you guys. So what do you think about this live call? And is it a good plan? Should we keep doing it, or getting anything out of it at all?
I enjoyed last week, and hey, how you doing, by the way?
It's nice to hear from you.
Yeah. Nice to talk to you too, brother. So last week was cool. I really enjoyed it. I came late today, so I was a little weird, you know, all those trolls doing three-way calls on you.
Oh well,
And,
these things will happen.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
I mean, you can't like let the trolls scare you off. Otherwise, you wouldn't be at MOX
Right.
News at all.
That's right. And I before earlier today, I watched your video where you called out those two guys that were, you know, calling you this or that or
Freeloader.
saying, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, freeloaders.
I'm not sure what you guys think.
Bahamas, you know.
I'm not sure. Oh, what's that? Do you remember? I don't know. Do you remember Steve Martin, that album? Wild and Crazy Guy?
Yeah, and I didn't put two and two together, but when I saw the video today, I thought, that's right. That's very familiar.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
and
That's totally hilarious. Stares off into space, goes to the Bahamas for a minute.
yeah, I thought it was, you know, and that's the thing is, I have this sense of humor that doesn't end. I just see humor everywhere. It's kind of like, for me, humor is somewhat a universal law, you know, like gravity. You know, pretty much any situation, if you look at it from the right angle, there's humor in it. So, and I like to keep a smile on my face and that sort of thing. So,
and it's usually when people are like saying you're this or that, you're a Trump supporter, you're a Nazi, you're this or that. You know, they're not catching on to your humor, and whether it's the titles or whether you say something that's really usually blatantly obvious. You know, at that time when you said that you went to the Bahamas for a minute, you followed that with talking about how your dog cut its foot and had to get stitches.
Yeah.
Like, didn't you guys listen to that? You know? So,
The dog's doing good, by the way. Both of them are doing good. She healed. She never acted like a second like she had a big old gash in her foot, man. She never for a second. So
yeah, doesn't calm down, huh?
nah, not at all. She was. I mean, I slow her down because I didn't want her opening her stitches or anything. But
Right.
she's like, "Where's the laser? Where's the laser? Where's the laser?" You know.
Yeah. Right on. That's good. Glad she's doing better.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I think the live chat's pretty good. I don't know what happened tonight earlier. So
Something hit the modem. The modem crashed or something. It was really weird. We didn't have connection at any computer in the house.
Oh wow.
So Wilco kicks down every month, and then on the first day of the end of the year pledge drive, kicked in $10 and was like, here's a $10 to cover a couple of the trolls that I know will never ever donate, because that's the kind of people, you know.
Even though they get to speak their mind and they're never censored.
Even though no other news channel on YouTube makes them more welcome.
That's right.
They'll never donate.
They can spout their hate-filled nonsense, and you know, which is, I guess it's good to get it out, right?
You know what? It's good. It's not that. It's good to know who those people are.
Absolutely.
I want to know that that's who that person is, because that's important information. That person is filled with actual genuine hate and you know, vile like that. Boy, I want to know that. I don't want to be surprised by that sort of thing.
I agree 100%. And it's, again, it's also about freedom. And your freedom, my freedom, their freedom, everyone's freedom. Everybody has to have freedom, or, you know, we can't have freedom. So.
It's not that you gotta have freedom; it's that you do have freedom, and
Right.
the thing is you have it automatically. You have it automatically, but the thing is there's people that are trying to take it from you, and that that they will not stop unless you stop them, and you should know that they cannot take it from you if you don't allow them to do so.
That's right.
Nobody takes freedom from me. You know, it's like this shit with the marijuana not being legal. My entire life, how many more generations are going to go through this bullshit where, you know, oh, we got to have the drug war to protect the children because it's doing such a good job of that, you know?
Yep. I'm to the point where make all the laws you want, you know. I'm going to follow moralistic laws and try to stay out of your way, pigs.
You got to follow your own conscience. I mean, you know better than what the government knows. The government's fucking doesn't have your best interest or your freedom's interest at heart at all.
Absolutely not. Government is the problem.
Government is the problem. Is there any politicians that you like? Anybody you see that you would vote for in 2020?
I'd vote for Mike Hunt. and Vermin Supreme. Vermin, because everybody, you know, if we're gonna have socialism, everybody should get a pony.
My roommate's got a thing for Mike Hunt too. But
your transsexual roommate, is that what I on that?
But he made a bumper sticker the other day that said Hunt Vermin 2020.
Yeah, dude, I put that in the comments, man.
I like it. That's a good one. Oh, you put that in the comments?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love it.
So we were going back and forth, said Mike Hunt, and then somebody said Vermin 2020. And I think they commented that that'd be a great ticket, and I agree with that. I think that'd be great. I think that the government is a farce and it's comedy. And if we're going to have a government, we need to have a whole lot less government. And that's the whole idea of this great country.
That was the whole idea, is that we don't need the government's nose in all of our business.
Right, right. It's not their business. And their business is spelled out and it's very clear. So all these stupid laws that get in the way of our freedom are unconstitutional, which means those laws aren't any good.
Absolutely. Those people that make these laws every single day, they're supposed to be there protecting our freedom, and all they do is etch away at it.
Yep. And why? Why? You know, they supposedly they're going to serve us, and they don't serve any of our needs. And it seems to be both sides of the aisle serves the same masters, and the top of it is always banking, because whether it's war or the machines of war or extra government, everything needs a bank loan.
Thank you,
Scott. Fed and banking are the problem. I mean, at the top of, if you try to, say who's controlling our politicians, it seems to be that's the case.
It seems to be some kind of like super mega rich, I think, elites that seem to be in control of stuff.
I think they're the top. I mean, how else did they get that rich without stealing money? You know, through banking and the bankers
and the war profiteering and stuff too.
Both sides of the war.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking over you.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah.
I don't know. Government's the problem. That's my theory.
You're absolutely right. It's so
good.
good.
Our neighbors. We need to love our neighbors. Damn it.
And even if you don't,
here's what their birth certificate says.
Even if you don't love them, you don't have to love them necessarily, but you have to care, you have to believe in them enough to be people want to take away their neighbors' guns and stuff now, right? And the reason that they want to take it away isn't because they don't love them, it's because they don't believe in them, it's because they're afraid of them, it's because something has put this thought in their mind that somehow their neighbors might not be trustworthy. And the question is, do you even know them? Because I know my neighbors. I took the dogs for a walk before the live show, and I kept having to tell people, "Hey, I'm sorry, I gotta go," because they kept trying to stop me to talk to me, and they want to talk, and I'm like, "Hey, I got stuff to do." So, but do you even know your neighbors? I mean, I walk every day, and I say hi to everybody who passes my path. Every single person.
I make an effort to do that in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood, there's tension because there's drug activity, and so which is, it's starting to get a little bit annoying. What it brings, especially because the cops are around all the time, and I hate cops, man. They calling the cops.
Cops just do nothing but harsh your buzz, right?
Well, I mean, they're only they're not there to help you.
They're dangerous, man. It's like having a great white shark right 50 yards away from you.
Right. I mean, they're armed like they're kicking in doors in Fallujah, and every time there's a shooting with a legitimate one, which they don't make a big deal about the real ones, but there's a couple people in a car, and they fire 50 to 100 rounds, and that somebody gets glass in their eye or something, they miss completely.
Yeah,
terrible stuff. Jeez. But these guys that are armed like crazy, and I think there was this went all the way to Supreme Court where someone challenged they give you an IQ test when you become cops, and they were not hiring you if you were too smart.
I've heard this.
The reason was that you were that you'd be bored. You get bored, and it costs too much money to train you, and the smart ones quit. So that means that the half-wits are the ones that are becoming detectives, and then here's the other thing. We always hear about, it's just a few cops that are bad. Well, if it's just a few of them, then all you good cops police yourselves first.
Well,
You're the first ones to know about it in the locker room.
if it's just a few cops, then it shouldn't be a problem to police them. But the problem
Right.
is it they all turn into bad cops. They're all bad cops because they protect bad cops.
Yep.
You know, and if you're protecting somebody you know is going to go out in the community and act like a criminal and hurt people, you're a bad person too.
Yep. I hope Chris Minneapolis is out there so that he can hear this, you know. That are you know, these radical, I don't know where they came from, but, you know, with the super Trump supporters, super conservatives, and they all love cops, man. I think cops are just the greatest.
It's some kind of fantasy land, you know, they only know cops from television or something, you know what I mean?
Must be. Punch and John are cool, dude.
They're not just cool, they're like lovable, and they smile, and they never beat anybody with their fucking sticks or kick them when they're down on when there's already 4 guys beating on them. They never run up and start kicking on them. You know what I mean?
Right. Rest in peace, Kelly Thomas.
Oh, poor Kelly Thomas.
Chavez Carter, and who's the guy that the bar cop shot? All these guys.
Yeah, who was the guy in New Mexico? What was the guy's name in New Mexico that was camping?
Oh yeah, man, and they sicked the dog on him and shot him. Man, I don't remember his name, but
I think
all these stories, Mike. You know what? Here's the greatest thing. People want to poo-poo you for whatever and say that you're not creating your own content, which you do, and you I mean, even still, it's fair use. And you give us these clips, these gems that I wouldn't even know about most of this stuff, you know. But I get it because I watch you, and then I don't have to watch all the rest of this nonsense. And Anderson Cooper running his mouth, and Wolf Blitzer, and
endlessly.
You get what we need to hear, you know. At least as much as you think is good, and I agree usually with your selections.
I try not. I'm trying to tone it down a little bit. I'd really like to do more. I need to do more. I need to be able to focus more on the C-SPAN and see. I can start a capture on the C-SPAN and then go focus on another television in another room with another capture device. But I'm not in a position to buy a capture device and set things up just yet. And that's partially why I'm asking for help. And I know that you do more than your share, Wilco. So I'm not talking to you specifically about this, but you're bringing it up, and I'm making sure that people know. Because I want to do this as good as I can, and I know I can do it a little bit better. And I'd really love to take it up a notch a little bit, and the only thing that's holding me back is that I haven't had proper support the last 3 or 4 or 6 months. So
yeah, and if you think about it, like most people are going to Starbucks or someplace and spending $5 on a coffee, maybe a couple of times a day.
It's crazy.
$5 here and there, $5 a month, and
Yeah, that's crazy.
Especially for at least what I get out of it, and it's not just I really, as you know, of course, I like the comment section too. I mean, I almost always.
There's been over the years.
Opinions that you can get,
Over the years, there has been some amazing discussions and some amazing people come and go from those comment sections, dude.
Agree. And then it got weird in the last couple of years, but I think you just got your Sausage Man multiplied.
It's
remember Sausage
Man? Yeah, I remember Sausage Man. He was great.
I think he multiplied. Somebody fed him after midnight.
The anger volume has been turned way up on everything.
Yeah, and it kind of does suck. So the comments are not as good as they used to be. I still enjoy them, and I try to put my 2 cents in, and I'm sure it's unappreciated by many, and hopefully.
Well, you're appreciated by me.
Absolutely.
You know that, right? You do know that, right?
And, I do know that. Brother.
Okay.
So, no, and you say it occasionally too, so that's how I know it too. So.
Yeah.
And I because you're on doing a fund drive, I want to do my part, so I threw in. I gave you another tip tonight, and I think someone else in the comments I saw.
I saw. There's been 3. There's been 3 so far. 3 tippers tonight.
Somebody gave you and told me thanks, but you know you were in the middle of calls and
Yeah.
and you were trying to catch up on the comments and you know and just missed it. So
Yeah.
thanks, people. And if it's a tip, you shouldn't have to say thank you either. You know, it's nice, great, but that's what the tip is. The tip is us saying thank you for your hard work.
I'm just trying. Look, I'm just trying to keep moving forward and making it happen. This event, and if you like what I do here, I'm just asking you to help make it happen. And I know that you do that all the time, Wilco, and I really appreciate it. Somebody else is trying desperately to get through. I'm gonna let him get through.
Okay, hey, right on, dude.
I'm glad you called. I hope that you'll do it again in upcoming live events.
Absolutely.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right, have a great night.
You too. He's nice, right? That guy is great. Every month he tips at the very first day of the pledge drive, of the year-end pledge drive. He put in $10 and said, "Here's for 2 of your slacker trolls that I know will never donate." He said he just kicked down more, and he's not a big wealthy guy. He's a working man. He works really hard, as a matter of fact. I'd love to tell you what he does, but I don't like volunteering information to people I don't know. that was one of my dad's big things. You know, he said when you're dealing with the police, you never volunteer information. They say, "Do you have any drugs on you?" You say, "No." Hey, caller, you got the volume down on your computer? Hello. Hi, is this person that I keep calling that I'm not calling? Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Bye. Those are really nice people. I don't know why you're bothering them. It's not very nice. They just answered the phone, hello. They're not angry or anything. And then when I tell them that, you know, I'm not angry either, they're nice. So I don't know why you want to troll people that aren't angry cunts. Go troll an angry cunt. Like I do. Hello? Okay. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. Let me get you out live. Okay, who's this?
This is Christina.
Christina? How are you doing tonight?
I'm going to do really well as soon as my Silver Surfer is warmed up and I'm ready to pound down some Grape Ape.
You gonna pound some Grape Ape?
Fuck yeah.
Does it taste grapey?
It's a really sweet, sticky flavor. It does not. It's a beautiful, beautiful, yummy indica that is so soothing, and it's a little bit sweeter flavor. But I like it, especially if it's baked. It's incredible.
Right on. You know, Abraham Lincoln said, one of life's great pleasures is sitting on the front porch with a bowl of sweet hemp and my harmonica. I think he called it a mouth harp.
This is my mouth harp. I dig my Silver Surfer. It's my mouth harp.
Right on. Well, that's fantastic. Do you ever smash the flowers with make flower rosin out of stuff?
I just heard that someone I know really well might be able to help me out with something like that.
Yeah, that's what I do with the flowers now, and then I can just have one puff and be good for like hours and hours. It's really a nice thing.
I think one of the things that I'm liking about this new vaping and this discovering is like really liking the greens right now. Really liking fresh.
Yeah.
Greens. I mean, I know they're dry, but there's just this really lovely space of just touching and pulling apart and grinding that I kind of like to do
Right.
multiple times a day right now. Like, it just feels very ritualistic.
There's a ritual.
You
like,
know?
people love their
Yeah.
rituals, man. There's no doubt about it.
So I think that's like what I'm liking about it right now.
Well, that's
so,
easy to understand. I mean, all the smells and the textures and the colors and everything. Some of the colors in herb today are just amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Like, there's herbs that are like the brightest green, almost yellow, and then there's colors that are brown and yellow and orangey colors.
I've seen Hello Kitty pink buds.
What?
Yeah, pink.
Where?
Pink. There's this stuff called shishkaberry. Have you ever heard of that?
I have, yeah.
And it's got bright pinks all through it.
Oh, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look on Leafly and see if they have any in the area.
Right on. Are you Washington?
I am in Washington.
Nice.
I am in Washington, and thank God I'm in Washington because there's good weed here.
There has always been good weed here, even before it was legal. The cops used to stop me on the street, and they say, "Hey, Mike, come here." And say, "Is that good weed?"
And you'd say, "Of course it is. Would I do anything other than the best?"
No, I'd look at him and I'd say, "It's Seattle, man. It's all good weed."
Yeah, you're not going to get yucky, dried up, nasty weed.
Yeah.
Even back then, huh?
No. Always.
Well, now I get to enjoy a new benefit, which is the new clean green that we have here in Washington that I'm hoping people will start asking for and stepping up what I think is an important piece of marijuana consumption, which is people asking for more. Because when the public starts to ask for more selection and choices and options, then everybody gets to benefit from it. So I'm hoping that with the new clean green certification that we have here in Washington State, that people are going to start stepping in, going into their stores and asking for it, asking their dispensaries if they're a medical person, and if they're just using recreational, ask for organic too. I think it's a really important piece of honoring the really cool plant and really giving farmers credit for doing some incredible work with their plants. And I think everybody who's doing hard work with their plants needs to be recognized. So anyways, that's my soapbox about organic weed and asking for it. So that's my thing. I figure if people would listen, I will talk.
And sun grown too. No, there's not much sun grown anymore either. So it's always nice to see that too.
But there's only like 4 places
that
are sun grown right now.
I know. But I guess you can't do it in the winter, right?
No, if you can't. I think that, personally, I do think that everyone should be able to grow. Like, that's an important piece that we should all be able to do in our own backyard.
You know, I don't think it's legal if they don't let us grow. Are you still there?
Repeat that statement again.
Oh, I don't think it's legal if they don't let us grow.
You don't think it's legal that they let us grow?
No, I don't think it's legal. I'm saying that they say that we have legal weed, but if they're not letting us grow it, then it's not legal.
No, then it's not legal.
Yeah.
Everyone should be asking to be able to grow it. Everyone should be saying we have a right. Even if they don't want to grow it, they should be asking for our state to say yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All the other states let them grow. Ours is the only one that don't let people grow.
Well, that's ridiculous because everybody could, do.
And we have the most. And we have the most.
They could have amazing.
And we have the most liberal governor.
It would be easy.
Yeah, and we have the most liberal governor on the planet too. Crazy.
I need to go to those cool meetings, the normal meetings. I think that should be a really cool place to go to and talk to people about growing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it'd be cool to have a puff sometime.
Hey, how about sometime I pick up the dog wagon and we go for a beach trip? What about that?
That sounds awesome.
Hey.
All right, so You got the number. You can leave me a message anytime, and I'll make sure to get back to you.
Okay.
Okay, it's nice to hear from you.
Okay, I'm gonna go surf on, man.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye. She's so nice, huh? Who's this? Hello? 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 That person said fuck Trump. So I wanted to make sure to convey his message. That was all he said. He said, fuck Trump, and then hung up. So I didn't want you guys to miss out on that message. Because everyone deserves a voice here at MOX News. And everyone's voice matters here at MOX News. That's why I'm doing this now. That's why I've never tried to censor your voice, no matter what it is you want to say, here at MOX News. And you guys know this. Anybody who's been paying attention for the last any amount of time knows that I am not trying to censor anyone. I think this is a troll game. Hello? Would you like to go live on the air? Okay, so he said, that's the same person. He said, Donald Trump should be impeached. Fuck Donald Trump. So it's too bad he doesn't want to go live. Because, you know, again, I'm not here to say that's a good idea or that's a bad idea. It's politics. Politics are, everybody's entitled to their voice in the politics. That's what it's supposed to be about. The more voices we have, the better. The more different opinions we have, the better. The more consolidated opinions get, the scarier things are. You know, the more people say, oh, we have to push for censorship. You know, you see the Congress people pushing for the censorship of Russia Today, right? Okay. Let's see if this is a fucked up. No, that's not him. Okay, hold on. Hey, this is Mike. Hold on. You have to turn down the volume on your computer. And we can go live. Would you like to go live? Oh, who? Okay. Uh-huh.
First time I see you live.
Okay.
My question is, and I guess we could go live because I'm a smoker, but you can put me live.
Okay, you're live. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm a smoker of the green. The where I'm at, it's not legal. It's just, I can't hear you crap. Hold on.
You can't what?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, you can, okay, so where are you, that it's illegal?
It's in Louisiana.
Oh, that sucks. That's a really tough police state, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
They will throw you in jail. They will throw you in jail for weed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you catch with pounds, you go away for years.
Yeah.
Depending, but it's political too. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is political.
Yeah. But okay, so like if I wanted to take a trip to Washington, where would you suggest to go and like just go and smoke my brains out?
Just you want to hang out and like go to nice places to eat and stuff like that and smoke your brains out and then go wander around and look at cool shit?
Yeah.
Go to Seattle, man. Seattle's fantastic.
That's what I was thinking. I heard you talking earlier.
It's just as pretty as can be, and the weather is really good. Everybody says the weather's horrible, but I'm telling you, it's the best weather. Just make sure you're prepared for a little bit of wet and a little bit of cool, you know?
Mm-hmm. What time of the year would you suggest is the best?
I'm not a sun guy, so I don't really care for the summer that much. It gets kind of warm here. If you like the sun, summer is the time for sure. And if you like, and you know what?
I mean, I get the sun a lot in Louisiana.
They have this hemp fest at the third weekend of August. Every year at the third weekend of August, they have this huge party right on the water, and it's all about celebrating marijuana. And there's usually about 400,000 people there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to look into that.
Hemp
Thanks,
Fest.
Mom.
Sure.
Have a good night, okay?
Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. She was nice, huh? This is the thing about stoners. Is they're good people. They just want to enjoy whatever there is to enjoy. And that's the thing about herb, is it totally reprioritizes, you know, stuff that's going on. So if you don't smoke herb, you're like, rah, 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 I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. You smoke herb and you go, you know what? A piece of chocolate cake would be really good right now. I'm gonna go make a chocolate cake. Which I do regularly. I have boxes of chocolate cake next to my bed. So, and that's what I'm saying. Is when you're on the herb, you look, like I was saying earlier. I find humor in everything. I look for things that make me happy. I look for things that keep a smile on my face. I don't focus on, oh, this thing is so horrible, icky. You guys are worried about me talking about this troll in my last video where he's calling me a freeloader, saying, oh, don't let the trolls get you. Trolls don't get to me. That doesn't happen. Hey, who's this? Okay, hold on just a sec.
You and your place of residence?
What's that?
Your neighbors called me. They have some concerns about loud music coming from your place, mainly on the weekends.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, I'm the police officer responsible for your neighborhood.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you right now, I will not tolerate any
officer.
So I'm going to ask you, are you the source of loud
Excuse
music?
me, officer, can you hear me talking?
Look, if you don't want to cooperate,
hey, can you hear me talking? This is my phone, copper.
Okay, that's it. I'm on my way down.
You bring it, little man.
Hope you have sense of humor if you want to.
And that's the way you handle a pig. So, where were we? Cake. Yes, I love cake. Let's see. What were we saying? I forgot. Stoners. 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 We were saying marijuana helps you reprioritize everything. So you don't have this like gnawing, nagging, this constant nagging in the back of your brain like you're supposed to be this, because I think that's partially what makes people sick, you know, is this like, oh, everything's negative, oh, everything never ends. Better not be you, cop. Hello? 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 Who is this? Abe? Can you speak up, Abe? Yes, I can. What would you like to say, Abe?
What do you think about this is the MOX News, right?
This is MOX News. How are you doing, Abe?
Oh, good. What do you think about the Las Vegas shooting?
I think that once again the government is lying to us about what happened, and that it's clear that the police and other people are covering up whatever it is that happened there. I don't know. It's like with 9/11. I don't know what happened on 9/11, but I know the government isn't telling us the truth about what happened, and they're using it to scare us and to make horrible decisions. What do you think happened at Las Vegas?
Well, clearly something happened, but I don't know. There's been theories that maybe he was a arms dealer or something.
That makes a lot of sense. Right?
Yeah. Why would you need 23 guns?
Well, that's why you would have 23 guns, so that you could show somebody who would want to buy all these different kinds of guns, you know, what they are. I don't know why you'd need bullets for them necessarily, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, the whole thing stinks, is my opinion, and it's clear that the government's lying, the FBI is lying, the Las Vegas police is lying, the MGM Mandalay Bay is lying. I want to see some fucking video from that hotel. And how come we haven't seen one stitch of video from that hotel? Which has got to have video on every single nook and cranny of that hotel. Guaranteed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we never get to see the video.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Baba
Bring
Booey.
back Artie Lang.
All right, man. Good job.
Thank you. I didn't think I'd get through.
It's all good. Stay cool, Abe. All right, you guys. So, 4chan. Let's see. 4chan. You go to 4chan, Mitchell? I didn't know you were that kind of troll. Yeah, I think, you know, I mean, it's the Chertoff 9/11 airport deal all over again. You guys realize that we didn't have a Department of Homeland Security before 9/11, right? Before 9/11, we didn't have the Department of Homeland Security. And then they created this Department of Homeland Security. And you know why they created the Department of Homeland Security? In order to prepare the police, the local police in this country, for martial law, in order to give them proper weapons to execute martial law. You've seen them militarize the police. And you've seen them train all these weird scenario drills that they're doing. That is the singular purpose of the Department of Homeland Security, so you know. Hey, it's 8:05 MOX News. Can you guys read the screen? 8:05 MOX News. That's 669-6397. 805-663-6397. Who loves freedom? Really? You're so smart, Mitchell. I'm so glad you're here. Text message? Who's that from? Hey. All right, so 3 donations so far in this live chat. There is a clickable link right below this video down there. It says Mox News needs your help. It only takes a second, like 2 minutes tops, to donate to Mox News. And the thing is again, the 3 donations is nice. We haven't gotten any donations since the last I haven't gotten any tips since the last live show, which was a week ago Tuesday. Okay, so 8-9 days, no tips. And getting no money at all. No, like, here you go, Mox, we love you. Here, let us buy you lunch. None of that for 9 days. Did you see me stop posting videos? Did I go, oh, these people don't deserve it? Oh, fuck the world. The world doesn't care about me. Why should I care about the world? You know, no, that's not what happens. What happens is I stay here, I work my ass off going, why does no one appreciate what it is that I'm doing? How can this possibly make any sense? That video right there just got 50,000 hits in the last 12 hours. What is going on here? Can anybody hear me? Is this thing on? Speak of the English? All right, Moxie's getting cranky. No one's calling. I need something. Cake. I need cake. I'm going to go make a cake. What now? All your ace are belong to us. Donate because you're a nice guy. €5. Hey, really? That's nice of you. All your ace are belong to us? All your ace? Pretty cool. Thanks for the euros, man. Thanks for the gumball, Popeye. Anybody remember that one? That's from when I was a kid. Thanks for the gumball, Popeye. Space cake. I have never had a space cake. Although I hear it's good. What movie was that in? That was in the Gigolo movie, right? Rob, what's that guy's name? Rob something. Can't think it. Well, thanks, boss man. You're the greatest. You guys, see, and this is my thing. If again, I don't call you freeloaders. I don't call you sheep. I don't say you're asleep. I say over and over again, it's you guys that make MOX News great. And it's you guys that this is all about. Hello? Hey, hold on just a sec. All right, who's this?
Hey, this is Will.
Will, how you doing, Will?
Good, what's up, dude?
I'm cruising. What do you think about this live show stuff, Will?
Dude, this is great, man. I watch this every day.
So you like MOX News then?
Yeah, dude, it's much better than Fox.
You know, I just, you know, they hate me at Fox News. They came after me hard a couple years ago. They were like, yeah, rah, rah, rah. Everybody hates me. I don't know what it is.
Man, dude, I love you. I don't hate you.
I'm just trying to do the right thing by my peeps, you know?
Yeah, man. You keep doing that.
I'm gonna stick it out as long as I can.
Yeah, man, you gotta live the dream. You gotta make it right.
I just wanna fight for a better tomorrow for all of us. That's all. I just want to be able to do that, and I really believe that, you know, I do. You know, I do fight for all of us. So you know.
Yeah. Well, man, keep it real.
All right, you too, bruh.
See you, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Will. Will seemed nice. All right, you guys. I think we're winding down here. I was talking about something before Will interrupted. Fucking Will. All right. I can't remember what I was talking about. Fucking Will. But, oh, I was talking about how you guys, I keep getting interrupted every time I say this. You guys, I don't call you freeloaders. I don't say you're asleep. I don't call you sheep. You know, like Alex Jones, like all these other people who, if you don't subscribe to them or believe the way they believe, that you're, you know, not worthy. I can say you guys are what makes MOX News worthy. Hello? Yeah, are you on a speakerphone? Okay, here, let me put you live. Hold on. Okay, who's this?
Hey, this is Colossus from the chat, but I just want to say, hey, it's pretty cool live chat you got going.
Thanks very much. You know, it's just something new that we're trying out, another way to try and connect with the peeps, and you know, I've always wanted you guys to understand a little bit better who I am, because I'm not. People seem to think, you know, I'm a Donald Trump supporter or Hillary Clinton supporter or whatever box it is they want to put me in. I don't fit in a box real well, you know, and I just want to make sure that you guys know that, you know, better anyways.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. It's pretty tough in today's world to really even get across how you feel about things.
How I feel about what?
Well, I'm saying it's hard to get across how you feel about things without someone taking it the wrong way, I guess, right?
Well, everybody's, you know, like I said earlier, there's so much anger. I think the anger volume has been turned up a lot. And what's happening is people don't really get that the anger volume's been turned up or why that they're so angry. And because of that, they seek to lash out. They seek to let some of that anger go at wherever they can. And when you put yourself out there, you kind of make yourself a target for a lot of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, and it's not a big deal. I mean, like I said, trolls, people that I don't know, wanting to attack me, say negative things about me is never, ever going to work. I dealt with that since before junior high, and I always had a smile on my face. And now, I've dealt with it forever, and it's just not a thing. It's not. Trolls are, I don't know you. How can your opinion of me have any meaning whatsoever, especially since it's incredibly negative?
Yeah, I mean, there's, bad people and everything like that online. Just people feel more free to be nasty online.
Yeah, like I said, they're a lot more brave when they're sitting behind their keyboard and know they're not going to get challenged in any way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think what you're doing here is pretty awesome. Just, respect some trolls.
Okay, thanks a bunch, man.
Mox, do you mind if I ask you a quick question there?
Yeah, man.
I saw that you posted about the ISIS people being let out, like basically being given a free pass after, being, murderers. I thought that was pretty messed up. Well, I just was wondering your opinion on it.
The whole thing about the Pentagon is they have to have an enemy. If they don't have, if their enemy goes away, their budget gets shrunk. So it's extremely convenient for there to be ISIS running around, and it would be much, much less convenient if they were to all disappear.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, never-ending war on terror. All right, thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, bro. I'm glad to hear from you. I think probably a lot of you guys understand exactly what I'm saying when it comes to the Pentagon has to have an enemy, right? During Bill Clinton's term as president, things as far as war in the United States being involved had gotten turned down, and actually bases were beginning to be closed all over the place, across America, military bases, and around the world. And what happened, lo and behold, was, and the Pentagon's budget was shrinking. It was actually being cut. And lo and behold, 9/11 happened. And bam, we have a whole new enemy. Oh my God. They're going to get us from their caves and mud huts. They're going to kill us all. And the Pentagon, this big giant fucking money pit of a paper tiger, can't even get rid of the people in the mud huts and the fucking caves. The Pentagon, the most technologically advanced force on the planet, can't get rid of people in mud huts and caves. And you know why? Because they need those people in the mud huts and the caves in order to keep the Pentagon funding growing every year, year after year after year, generation after generation after generation. So the war profiteers can suck your grandchildren dry if they haven't already, which they probably haven't. They haven't even been born yet. But I'm happy. No, I'm happy, guy. I'm genuinely happy. The only trolls that get to me are the war profiteers. And I want to take them out behind the chemical shed. Each and every one of them personally. All right. You guys are the greatest. Like I've said over and over again, I'm going to try and say this one more time. I don't call you freeloaders. I know there's a lot of trolls in here, but the trolls seem kind of proud of that label these days. And I call myself a troll. But I troll important people, not nobodies. Okay, so, as I was saying, um, you guys are what makes MOX News of value. This is what I have always said. It's because of you. And I don't call you freeloaders, and I don't call you sheep, and I don't say you're asleep. I say, you guys are what make MOX News worthwhile. And you guys are what makes MOX News strong. Moving into 2018, it can only be you guys, the support of this community, that's going to push MOX News forward. And you get to decide how strongly MOX News gets to move into 2018. So, and I hope that you really want to see MOX News in 2018. Because I want to see you guys. You guys are the greatest. All right, it's going to be our last phone caller of the night. Hey, this is Mike. Hey, hold on just a sec. Who's this?
Hey, this is Will again. I just gotta know something.
Okay, Will, what do you need to know, man?
All right, so first off, shout out to James and Nikki, and I just want to know, okay, dude, what made you start MOX News?
Well, I had the C-SPAN Junkie channel, and C-SPAN contacted me and said that I wasn't allowed to use the name C-SPAN Junkie, and I tried to get a lawyer and wasn't able to make that happen with the help of the Electronic Freedom Foundation, which is their singular job. So I wasn't able to fight C-SPAN on them saying that they own the name C-SPAN Junkie, but they don't own the domain cspanjunkie.com or cspanjunkie.org. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But so I couldn't fight them on that, so I had to move forward with something else, and MOX News was just kind of a no-brainer, you know. It's like MOX.
Perfect.
Yeah. You know, MOX, it's just because you look through for like all the news channels, they all have their little 3-letter names, you know. So I was looking for a 3-letter name, and that one was available, moxnews.com, and I was like, I am so on this right now.
So has Fox tried to contact you and like shut you down?
Fox, no. Fox has went to war with me on YouTube and made copyright challenges to videos for on 2 previous MOX News pages, which each had 25,000 videos on them, and probably about 10,000. Well, probably about 7,000 or 8,000 Fox videos between the two of them. Between the maybe 10,000 Fox videos between the 50,000 videos that they had, and what they would do is they would make copyright claims, and the pages would get taken down, and then I would issue counter copyright claims, and the pages would come back up, and then they'd be up for like 15 minutes, and then they'd issue copyright claims again, and they'd go back down. And do you know why I think they did it?
Why?
Because they had a commentator on there whose name was Peter Johnson Jr.
Yeah.
And I said in the title of one of my crash title videos was, never have in the history of man a man's name been more appropriate than this guy right here, Peter Johnson Jr.
That's awesome.
And I think that's probably why they came out and why they went to war with me and didn't stop for months and months, and then finally, you know, because the page kept coming up, and then they said, oh, you've committed a community violation, like you've gone against community guidelines on 2 videos, one of which was a PBS News video that was about Antioch University's robotics program. And the title of the video was, Robot Sex is going to be really big. And they said that violated community standards. And the other video was about a ship from the tsunami, from the Japanese tsunami, a fishing vessel that was on its way floating with no people on it, floating to Canada. It was going to hit the Canadian shore in like 14 days or something, and it was titled "A Ghost Ship from Japan." About to hit Canadian, the BC border, Canadian Western Canada, and they said that was against community. That
makes no sense. That's bull.
It's just complete bullshit, and that's why the people who work at YouTube should not be able to look themselves in a mirror, knowing that what they did was they messed up thousands and thousands of links to thousands and thousands of websites across the internet, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. They just fucked the internet because Fox News got a stick up their butt.
Yeah, dude, like, you gotta know about these things. You gotta get the word out.
Insane, dude.
Yeah. All right, well, was this your last call for the night?
We'll see. I think so. I think it's the last call.
No, all right, well, I hope you have a good night and keep your tinfoil hat on, my dude.
All right, I got it strapped on. Don't worry. Thanks a bunch, Will.
Have a good night.
You too.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. I think that's going to be the last call for the night. Thanks a lot for sticking around, all you cool people. Fuck YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Fuck YouTube. I wish there was another replacement for YouTube, but I can't find it. So anyways, Mitchell, you are so cool. I am really glad you are part of MOX News. So you know. You fucking trolley cunt. Okay, so you guys stay cool because one of these days this war is going to end. Let me know if you like this. Format. If you think we should keep doing this format. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live show on Wednesday nights, and maybe if we like that, we'll do one on Saturdays. We'll do one on the weekend and one in the middle of the week. If it works out good. So thank you all for your continued support. My name is Mike. This is my YouTube page, MOX News, and thanks very much for tuning in. Okay, see you one day soon. Do one tomorrow? Why? Why should I do one tomorrow? You really think I should do one tomorrow? See, you got me started in a conversation now. Do one tomorrow. I'll do it. You've been here this whole show. You could have called any time. You could call. You can call right now. I want to call tomorrow. All right. Well, I don't think I'm going to do one tomorrow, but I'll think about doing one. I'll plan on doing one on Saturday at 4:20. Pacific Standard Time. Saturday, 4:20 Pacific Standard Time. I bet you can remember that. All right, we'll plan on that. And then every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Okay? So we'll plan on Saturday, tentatively, and then every Wednesday night at 6 Pacific Standard Time. Okay? Until it gets, like, stupid. And hopefully we'll get better at it and figure out how to make it flow a little more. Okay? So thanks for tuning in. And stay cool, you guys, because one of these days this war is going to end. It has to end. I'm telling you. I got a bong hit for you. I'll do a bong hit before we go. How's that? False Flag Network. Are you talking about me? All right, we'll end the show. We'll end every show with a big fat dab. That way, it will give you incentive to stick around. How's that? Let me heat this puppy up here. Almost there. Almost there. All right. No, me. I have another YouTube channel. Good for you, man. I have another YouTube channel too. It's called MOX News. Actually, I have a C-SPAN Junkie channel still. I think there's a couple other ones. I don't know. I just like to focus on one. It'd be good if we could just focus on one. Anyways, thanks very much for tuning in, you guys, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Good job, buddy. Got False Flag Network at 17. You are the man. Or a chick. Woman. Keep up the good work either way. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. Hillary for prison. I second that.